In today's video, I have made the trek a couple hours north back to Scotty's Kustomz, not for the car show again, but to help him because he needs help, and apparently I was the top of the list. That's not true. I begged him to let me help him with his truck. He's got a 51 Dodge 5-window. It's pretty awesome, suicide doors. But he needs some help with his wiring, and we're gonna see if we can get something squared away from him, at least get him going down the right path. Sort of. I hope. Fingers crossed. Well, I, for some reason, have been tasked with the wiring. Probably a little scary for some to see that, but I'll try my best not to burn it down to the ground. These guys, I'm not even sure what these guys... Hi, Scotty. Hey. Scotty's working on brake lines. It's got a little bit of a mess. Good thing it's not painted.
We're doing a spacer for...
Oh! Are those bullets?
Fuel filter. They are bullets.
It's a shame nobody's going to be able to see those. You should space it up on top or something.
So it's fancy looking.
I think those two guys over there are helping Scotty with this. So we got the starters in. The wires ran to there. Got to get it to the battery here. And then figure out some kind of switch trigger system and hopefully get this thing to try and crank for him. It's been a long time since this thing's done anything active.
10 seconds later.
Well, I screwed up. I gotta pull the frickin' starter back out because I forgot the main power for the fuse block. Scotty ran to the parts store, so we won't tell him. We'll just fix it. Pretend it never happened. That's what we'll do. It's gotta go way down in there, which means I have to go back under the car, truck, whatever it is. Thankfully, it's a light starter. It's not super heavy, but it's still a pain in the ass to keep taking in and out. Oh boy. That's wrong. Son of a... Oh, I did it wrong. Yay for custom. We're gonna get this figured out. Oh yeah, that looks way better. I think I'm doing a nicer job on this than I do on my own cars. No, I lost the extension. Where did the extension go? It's just like being at home. Oh, found it. Yeah, no. Did you say food? All right. Now I think I'm done down here. Fingers crossed. So, can I just say something?
Yes.
I never look at TikTok.
My concern with doing it that way, if it starts chafing in there, she'll start shorting out. And it may not happen for a couple years, but
It could.
It very well
not
could,
gonna see
and you're
it.
not gonna be able to see it.
Oh God.
I mean, it's your bill. Do whatever you want.
I want it to be the same.
I'm
as
just giving you
possible.
some input.
Yeah. Yeah.
The worst it's gonna do is short your system out and blow fuses,
Yeah.
or burn the truck down, whichever.
Stranded somewhere.
So we should probably figure out our length and make the
I feel
end
like
before
she
you
mostly sends funny,
Before you
like,
cut it.
commit it,
yeah.
before you secure it. Snippy, snippy. Suck it off of there.
So how far?
That's probably good.
This is OSHA approved.
Yeah. We gotta hook this wire up, the ground, and we should be able to hit that key.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. I've done the very basic stuff to get this thing to crank. We're not gonna have enough stuff to get it to run today, unfortunately. But cranking's a good start, and then we can go from there. Then figure out the rest of the wiring. Luckily though, they labeled everything rather well, in my opinion. So that's awesome. Let's keep after it, see what we can do.
A few moments later.
You just see if it wants to crank. That's all we need to know.
See, he didn't run all the way when I was walking behind him. He knows.
If it doesn't crank on the first try, somebody else did something wrong.
Alright, Jeremy's fault.
Don't crank it long though, just see if it'll crank. Ooh.
Oh.
Hit it again. We're not, did you ever check the oil in this thing? Is there oil in it?
Should be.
I mean, we probably should just double check. So fucking clean, I can't hardly see it. All right, hit it again.
For a half second.
Yep. I mean, she's cranking. What's next?
Twin turbos.
That's a good jump, I like that. Cranks. Depends on if she cranks very fast, but she definitely cranks.
It is on.
It's on?
Both sides are off. On.
Alright.
Off.
I'm gonna assume you want your headlights to work when your key's off in case you need to be parked somewhere.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. We got headlights now. They both work, high beams and low beams even. I can't switch them, we don't have a dimmer switch, but they work. That's the important thing. And it cranks over now. Scotty, did we have a good day?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. You will notice we are not in Scotty's Kustomz garage anymore. We're back in the old Simon Says garage. You can tell by, well, the mess and the stroke box sitting behind me here. So I wanted to do a little wrap up here because my camera battery died up there and I didn't have time to charge it. It got to be a late night and it was great. It was really great. We got the headlights all working. The tail lights are sort of working. The fuel pump, I'm gonna have to go back and address that and we'll talk about that at that point. But it cranks over for the first time and I don't know how long it's been since that motor's cranked over. I don't know if it's ever cranked over in that truck, so that's awesome. So we had some great success. It's just a slow process when you're trying to decipher somebody else's stuff And it's not Scotty's, it was people that did work on it for him in the past. So I'm just trying to figure out where we go from here to help him along. And I want to see that truck on the road as much as he does. Probably not as much. I guess he probably wants to see it a lot more than I do. Honestly, he's got the time and money invested in it. I'm just here to give him a little nudge. And the fact that he trusts me is amazing. Because I openly admit I am not perfect at things. I'm a little rough around the edges, but we get her done. I ain't had one burned to the ground yet. Knock on wood. That's not wood, so it doesn't really matter. Anywho, I will be back to Scotty's. We are going to see this thing run at some point, hopefully soon. He wants to do a burnout in it, so we got to be there for that. You guys have a great one. Don't forget to hit that like. Leave a comment. What do you think of Scotty's truck? I think it's pretty freaking rad. And as always, subscribe. Peace. You are definitely not going to want to miss this show this year. It's going to be amazing. And yours truly has even been provided the honor and the privilege of creating a trophy for the best rat rod. I think it's the best rat rod. Oh crap, I better figure that out.